Look, AI has changed the world in so many ways. It has increased productivity at many people's jobs. It has made access to information even easier. But one of the most visible ways that it's had an impact is it's made hilarious memes and parody videos of literally everything. And kayak fishing is no exception. So in this video, I'm going to react to some of the funniest parodies or funniest AI generated memes of kayak fishing that I've seen on the internet. And let me know what you think. We're going to jump straight into it. These are hilarious. I think you'll think they're funny too, with a little bit of truth mixed in. So leave me your comments as you see each one of these.
We can have all this tech, but live bait isn't allowed? Make that make sense.
All right, so that is, there's a lot of truth in that one. Kayak fishing has advanced so much, from mostly people paddling to pedals to motors. We've talked about that on this channel before, but a lot of the rules with kayak fishing are a little bit of a head scratcher, but with all the tech that's allowed, portaging and being able to drag up into shallow areas for those that don't want to adapt the tech is still outlawed. So it's odd to me with the advancements in tech that you can't do some of the primitive things to give you an advantage in fishing to counteract some of that if you don't want to be involved. But hilarious video, and it makes a good point. Let's get to the next one.
If you ain't scoping, you're just hoping.
So what a contrast in that one, 2018 versus 2025. I started kayak fishing in 2012, and 2011, 2012 versus now, it doesn't even look like the same sport. That little paddle kayak, while it's AI generated, is very similar to what most people probably started with back then. And I don't know if anyone starts with that kind of stuff now. And of course, the dude rolling up with radar and scopes and screens and looks like some sort of outrigger trawler thing on there is just a parody on what people are doing. Some of these boats, some of these kayaks are monstrosities, and people are going to the next level with them. I mean, it's cool. They're cool looking, but it doesn't look anything like kayak fishing used to look back when a lot of us got started. All right, the next one.
I sold my house to fund this kayak upgrade, but who needs a house when you can live stream yourself getting skunked in 28K resolution?
All right, that one's tough because I like to record. If you're a YouTuber at all, whether you're good or not on YouTube or TikTok, whatever your media is, you probably record. And hey, they're not all good days, and we still try to come up with content. But the 50 GoPros on his head and on his boat, that's hilarious. And sometimes when we're walking around out there on the bank or in our kayak or in our boat, we kind of look like that. We got stuff all over our head, our chest, our neck. But hey, that's the price of getting the content.
There's nothing better than putting the phone down and stepping outside to truly immerse yourself in the beauty of nature.
The video makes a good point. We go outside, and the first thing we do is pull our phones out and record rather than sit it down and enjoy the nature, enjoy what God has given us out there in the outdoors. Of course, we like to share memories and share videos and capture pictures for future reference, just to share those memories, rekindle those memories by looking at those videos. But I mean, this cat's got football on the screen, 4 or 5. What do you have? 5 screens on top of the football game he had rolling there. While it looks pretty cool, I think it gets us a little bit away from getting outside and enjoying nature. What do y'all think? Leave it in the comments.
Dropped 200 grand upgrading this kayak, and the only thing I can catch is a sunburn.
Look, if you can either catch them or you can't. People that say a lot of the new tech is just a tool, that is true. You can't really buy talent. Although with some of the purchase information you can purchase with LiveScope and some of the other tech, you can certainly make yourself a lot better faster. But what it boils down to is you can get your clock cleaned in a tournament, if you're fishing a tournament, that is, by somebody that just has a paddle and a kayak if they know how to catch them and you don't. So hilarious. A lot of us waste way too much money. What's the old joke? If you want to become a millionaire fishing, start off a billionaire. A lot of truth in that. All right, let's get this next one going.
My favorite thing about kayak fishing is how easy it is. Just toss the kayak in and fish.
Look, I made a video about throw and go kayaks. We all need one of those. They're simple, with no electronics on them, no motors. I think we all need that. But some of the rigs, man, I watched a video on TikTok. I can't remember who did it, but they were bragging about how they can get their kayak launched in under 5 minutes. And from what the look of their setup, I don't think they really could get it launched in under 5 minutes. And that is kind of missing the point of kayak fishing. I mean, if you've got that much stuff that it takes you 5-10 minutes at the ramp just to get it ready to go, you've maybe a little bit of overkill in the sport. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. There's a few more out there. I'm not gonna react to those, but I'm gonna shout out the 2 pages where I got these over on TikTok. Ocularis and Promptly Unhinged are the ones that did these videos, and they do so many of them over there that I can only grab a few. But it's over on TikTok. Ocularis, Promptly Unhinged, hilarious, great videos. Thanks for making those, and I'd love to know y'all's reactions to each of those that I put up down in the comments. We'll catch you on the next video.